public servant. By definition, a public servant is a government official, and qualities of a public servant include leadership, communication, and integrity. We're talking about new monies with the sheriff department. It means that it's discharging your duties and responsibilities with honesty and transparency while serving the best interest of the public. The preamble to the Constitution begins with "we, the people." The government includes this county council, and we exist because of we, the people. The government exists at our pleasure and our service. Our money pays for all of you to do a job for us. That's why you are called public servants. Each of you works for we, the people, and each of you should have known that when you ran for public office. Without our tax dollars, there will be no job for you to do. According to Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution.
Ma'am, again, this is not to discuss the Constitution right now. What we're discussing right now is a very specific new money.
Can she finish?
I understand
and you've
that.
now taken 2 of your minutes to speak to something that's
It's not even been 2 minutes.
Excuse me, please be quiet. You as well, please do not interrupt our meeting.
It'll be okay.
Please, be quiet.
Please.
Okay, that's warning number 3. Please do not speak again.
That's not 3
Sister.
warnings.
Yes, that is.
No, it's not.
Okay, you can leave now.
You'll be fine.
You're out of order. You can leave
You're
now.
out of order.
No. Sheriff, can you help this gentleman find his
I
way
am
out?
not violating any, I am not, no one is in danger.
You are
I am speaking.
disrupting the meeting right now. You're out of order.
You're fine.
Please leave.
Point of order.
You're disrupting the order.
Take a vote as
Please
a
leave.
council because this is not appropriate right now.
No, it is appropriate. We have someone that's continually interrupting our meeting. He's been asked to be quiet multiple times now, more than 3. And so the sheriff's department can help him find his way out.
Point of order. I believe President Gale is acting inappropriately, and I make a motion that we temporarily remove him as president.
Thank
for the
you.
remainder of this meeting.
Thank you.
Yeah! Excuse me.
We're the people.
Excuse me.
First
First of all, we have someone up here, and I've asked her to get to the specific topic that we're discussing right now. Second, we do have someone who has not only violated the decorum resolution that we have, I have conducted myself in accordance with state law that addresses this as well, and I'm now asking so that we can continue on with your comment that the sheriff's department will help him find his way out because he's been asked to
The sheriff's
leave.
department wants that to happen.
With all due respect, Sheriff, what about his behavior?
Ma'am, please be quiet. That's warning number 2 for you. Sheriff,
You're gonna remove the whole room?
if need be, please be quiet. You're disrupting our meeting.
have to remove this all.
I thought you were
Who holds him accountable, Sheriff?
Sheriff, could you please?
Sheriff, who holds him accountable?
supposed to leave.
A point of clarification, the state statute allows the presiding officer to make the determination if someone's out of order. It is determined that this gentleman is out of order after 3 warnings. The state statute does not give law enforcement discretion on the individual being removed. That comes down to the presiding officer. So if you've
There you
been
go,
ordered removed,
Catherine. There's your sheriff.
that's right, on
That's
the
right.
state statute.
No.
So
No, sir.
you'll have the opportunity to sue and
But
get that
let's
law
do that.
changed. So
Listen, here's the deal.
Sheriff, could you instruct your deputies to please escort him out?
your lead master or risk arrest.
Let him arrest you.
What do you want? I mean, what do you want to do? You want to arrest me?
No, it's out of the
Take the arrest. Take the arrest.
Sure. You want to put me in?
We will continue the meeting once he is removed.
I'm not leaving the meeting. I'm not leaving the meeting. I am not leaving this meeting.
Arrested in another public meeting, I think
You do not need to let me. Do not need to put your hands on me.
we can't afford it.
That was a
I
3-year
mean,
session.
I'm asking you to put me in jail if you get me out that door. If you put me out that door, take me to jail. Take me to jail.
Bilbrey.
Take me to jail. Take me to jail if you continue putting your hands on me. I'm asking you, listen, and I'm asking you to take me to jail if you're putting your, what do I do? What happens if I lay down?
Then you're laying down in a hallway.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Why would you do that?
Because I think what they're doing is inappropriate.
So how many times does the president have to act out before one of you guys do something about him? I mean, honestly, who holds
This
him
is a
accountable?
political test.
There's a whole room of people showing up because they're concerned about this very reason.
And we don't want to fight.
I know, we're not fighting. I understand that. Okay, I understand.
And I would love to not have
Sure.
any extra paperwork.
Sure,
It's anything under
dude,
there.
I get it, I get it.
So-
Here's the deal. I would gladly take what I need to take to fight this and prove that this is done inappropriately. You guys putting your hands on me. Yeah, and I'm not fighting you guys.
Yep.
I'm not raising a hand. I don't have any weapons. You guys checked me when I came in. I'm standing in a meeting trying to speak to elected officials.
Former
You guys
police
watch.
officer.
Former police officer, bro. You guys see how that gentleman beat that gavel violently like that?
None of us said
His ego is out of
anything.
control.
None of us yelled. He yelled. He's the only one that raised his voice.
It's not his job to do that as the president of the county.
All we gotta
No.
do is let. I hadn't been standing there
Respectfully,
speaking.
the state statute
Is it removed from there, or does he have to be removed from the courthouse?
No, if it's not disruptive, I don't care if he stands out here, but the statute is perfectly clear.
And
we
here's the
have
deal.
no
I know,
recourse.
I know.
We are directed.
I understand that. Right. But that's, and I'm testing that because
No, I get it.
J.D. Prescott, when he put forth, the state representative put forth 813-838, it's an unconstitutional bill. So it's completely out of line.
And
so
if that
that's
gets
the reason
changed in
I
case
put
law
this.
at some point, then
Right.
we'll act on that.
That's what we're doing.
What we have in front of us at the, you know what I mean?
However,
No,
I'm going to say that I was pushed out of that meeting, I guess under duress, if I would.
I mean, it's on video, so yeah, unwillingly.
Put your hands
Yep.
on me and push me out of there.
Yep.
Outside of
we
my.
don't want to arrest anybody.
I
okay?
understand that, but I don't want to leave
And
that.
we
meeting.
don't like the position
So
we
what
get put
happens
in.
if I walk back in that meeting?
You will go to jail probably.
Okay, so let's peacefully do that.
Like,
Okay.
the point.
I'm gonna.
It's okay. Let's peacefully do it on camera. Let's just arrest him. That's
And then you guys can stop me. I'm
the
not gonna fight.
statute is very clear, correct? So
But
let's just do it.
Yeah, I mean, the statute forces our hand if the.
Sure.
Let's just get it over with.
Right.
Let's just get it over with.
And he is out of control.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
done no violence.
And since you guys can't do anything about him, then let him walk back in there.
I get it. I understand that. I mean, I'm not against you guys.
That statute does make us unlawful. We have to
Sure.
act
No,
on
but
his, read the
here's what I'm
statute,
gonna
sir.
do. Here's how
So
it
the
works.
statute is clear. He's gonna walk back in there, take him to jail.
Be at this meeting, and
here's
he so
what
directs
happens.
us to remove somebody after
I
3
was
warnings,
in
and
there.
it is led to, before, you weren't even here.
I have to sue you guys along with them
So
at
before it
Madison
started,
County. And so I need to know that we're doing this under duress because I do not want to leave this building. I want to hear what's in here. I'm not violent against any of these people, and there's no issue. So I just need to know.
Like you just said,
Like,
you
yeah.
can sit right here. You
Okay.
can hear the meeting. You can
Sure.
be online and watch
Absolutely.
it. And there are times for public
Is there a way to
comment.
turn that on for him?
Yeah,
the
can we do
speakers
that?
should be on, yes. The speakers should be broadcasting.
I mean, you guys are
I've
watching
never
it
seen
out
it.
there,
I've
and,
never seen it out there.
It was
oh
on
yeah,
the
it's always
TV
been
when I
controls
walked
up
in.
there.
Yeah.
Todd
It
Cole
was
has.
on the TV when I walked in.
yeah.
When I walked in, they were listening. They were listening. It was black and white. Yeah.
Well, can you go up there and watch it?
If they want me sitting up there with them, they're your guys. You got to ask them. I don't know.
I mean, if you're not going to be disruptive.
I mean, my whole point though is that doesn't allow me to communicate.
Yeah, he needs to be able to
So
communicate.
that's-
So he wants to go into the meeting. Just let him go.
According to him, you lost that right when he's gave you 3 warnings.
Okay, so if I try to go in there, you guys will arrest me.
You bring trespass onto the table, you bring.
Well, I haven't. No one has. You've not taken.
He
my
didn't.
information,
The
you've not
president
registered
said
this,
didn't
that,
say
and
anything
that.
about trespass.
I mean, you guys can write that up,
So-
and then it's Rodney's determination if he files that or not. He's not going to file trespass on this.
They didn't say
At the
trespass in the
most, it
room.
would be at disorderly conduct, which he may or may not file, but we will fight him. We will lose it. It's not. So what law have I broken?
Well, if
What-
you're not, if you
what
go
law?
back in,
Yeah.
you're violating
What law is that?
the one that gives the president power
Right,
for us.
what is
That's
that?
not
So
a
it's up to
law.
him,
It's
so-
a state statute.
Yeah.
It's a state
No,
statute.
sure.
That is
Yeah,
not a
so if you
law.
violate that statute.
Is it
Yeah.
an IC code?
So what is that
It's not a
statute?
law.
It's IC code. It's law.
At that point,
Okay.
and you don't voluntarily walk
Right.
out.
And so
if
you
don't
take me to
voluntarily
jail at
walk
that point, I am preliminarily booked for what?
We're not taking you to jail for
No,
that.
if I try to go back in there, what will I be going to jail for?
If we grab a hold of you and
Yeah.
I can escort you out of there
Yeah.
and you don't comply,
Yeah.
you'll go to jail for resistance.
Well, I mean, I will comply at that point that you try to take me out of there.
And it's my understanding trespass would be charged. You will receive a trespass warning for being here.
Okay,
But
well,
did,
let's do that.
so you
Let
guys
me-
are so
I'm
so to be clear, you guys putting the trespass on him? Because they didn't say anything about trespass inside the building
I mean,
or inside that room.
disorderly conduct.
So it's the trespass would be on you guys, not them, right?
Okay.
Well, there's other people talking, so I just wanted to get it out. Are you guys putting the trespass on him? Because they didn't say anything in
He
there.
can't go back in there because he's been removed by the president.
So the trespass would be a charge from you guys, not a motion from
He's not a
the.
law enforcement officer.
But he's not suggesting trespass to you.
Trespass
He
is-
never suggested trespass on Kristopher Bilbrey.
You would be acting as an agent on the county, saying you can't come to this meeting.
Yeah.
And if you go back in there, then
Can't answer my question when
you're
everybody's
telling
talking,
me
but still doesn't
under
answer my
Under
question.
the color of law, under the threat of arrest,
What a fucking
that I
joke.
cannot go back into this building, into that room.
that's my understanding from when we talked to the prosecutor's
No, I don't.
office about
I can't. I need to know yes or no.
that you would be charged with trespass.
What's your name, sir?
Mike Warner.
Captain or your
I'm the
lieutenant?
chief deputy.
Okay, Chief Deputy Mike Warner.
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 Yeah.
So you're telling me that Chief Deputy Mike Warner or one of his deputies, Lorenz and Weber. I'm not a First Amendment auditor. I'm just someone trying to attend the meeting. You know what I mean?
I understand.
You're telling me that under the threat of arrest, if I attempt to walk back into that meeting peacefully, that you will arrest
You've
me.
already lost your right to be there.
This is a yes or no question. This is a yes or no question.
I lost my First Amendment right to redress my government. You cannot take
That's
that right away
right.
from
That's
me.
for you to decide with
Right,
case
right,
law.
right.
And
I get it.
You know how that works.
I get it. I'm more than fine with that. I'm saying, so you're telling me under the threat of arrest.
If you walk back in there, you'll be charged with trespassing.
Okay. So you're telling me that.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we were directed from the prosecutor's office. That's the charge to file if, in fact, somebody doesn't obey. Like, if you're not going to resist.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to resist. So then what happens? We go to jail?
If you're giving your trespass warning,
Okay.
and if you refuse to leave,
Okay.
yes.
And what did I do? What are you going to articulate in your report?
That everything that's happened. That you
What's
were here,
Can you be
were
specific,
removed- you were
please?
removed by that,
Right.
and that you were not to be in that room.
And
Okay.
was I cursing?
Nobody said anything about that.
But the
We're asking you a yes or no question.
the warnings weren't valid to make
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
to make him.
You're missing the point of how.
Yeah. It's. I
we
mean, I get it. It's
I
not
think
a-
you're
it's not
missing
a-
his question, though. It's a yes or no question. Are you going to arrest him?
I said yes, he would go to jail.
You didn't say yes whenever he asked you a question. I have it on video.
You
So.
can go back and look. I just did.
Okay.
And tell President Gale he's a joke.
Okay, then we have to go to jail too. You do. Yes.
I'm not going to take you to
You
jail.
guys could do the right thing.
So you guys are afraid to do the right thing because you guys might go to jail.
The statute back is in
It's a
order.
state statute.
Well,
So-
you understand on misdemeanor. You guys
So
have
respectfully, if the president got out of hand and was like super disrespectful and stuff like that, who is to decide that he is out of hand?
The rest of the
You have
council
discretion.
should do a vote.
I don't know what
And
you're
she
trying
tried to do a vote, and
accomplish.
nobody continued to attempt to speak on her vote, correct?
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody tried to do that, though. They didn't go through the vote.
threat of arrest.
They didn't go through it at all. They didn't go through it at all and ask anybody else but Bethany. They kicked him out after that, so they never got to that point.
Very good. Well,
So after that, it would be the
You
council.
would go to jail for
Council's the only
trespassing.
one that can.
okay.
Right, so it would be the council. But they never got to speak on that, so.
I'll stay up here.
Yeah, we had to come out here. Yeah, okay. I was just making sure that it wasn't you guys, that if it was gonna be like a sheriff who decided it, or if it was just the rest of the
Going to
council.
remove the council or the council. So if one member says vote to remove him and someone seconds it, then they all vote
All
and you
right, I
get the
appreciate
majority.
it. Thank you very
Okay,
much, sir.
all right, thank you.
Thank you very much, and we'll.
Do you wanna hang out
see
with
what-
me?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going back in.